So here Lauren is taking away Kerry's makeup. We've previously pre-cleansed with the Dermalogica pre-cleanser, and now we're using, which cleanser are you using there, Lauren?
Special.
So we're using Special, which is good for all skin types, can be used over the eyes and lips as well. It's nice mixed with a little bit of water because it just creates a little bit more foam. And we're just preparing Kerry's skin for the Diamond Microdermabrasion treatment. Now this is the first time that Lauren's actually used the machine, and we thought we'd do a bit of a video for you because she's going to be asking some honest and natural questions, and for you non-therapists out there, and also for therapists that are learning the machine, we thought it'd be a good idea to do a little video of us just preparing the skin and then Kerry experiencing it for the first time so she can talk to us about it, and also Lauren experiencing using it and she can talk to us about any concerns or questions that she might have. Now normally in a Dermalogica facial you wouldn't particularly block the skin dry because it's useful to have as much extra nourishment on the skin as possible, but when you're using the dermabrasion machine we need to make sure that the client's skin is really dry so that the skin doesn't pull and leave bruising. Also to make sure that water doesn't get into the machine itself. So all Lauren's doing is just getting a tissue, folding it in half, placing it across one side of Kerry's face, just letting that absorb the excess water, and exactly the same on the other side. It's also a really good idea to do kind of a tapotement movement, which is like a tapping movement over the skin, just to make sure that the skin is as dry as possible. You might have to block a couple of times, you might only have to do it once, it just depends how absorbent the skin is. So is Kerry's skin nice and dry? So Lauren's just going back to smaller areas underneath the chin. We have in the industry what's called a therapist blind spot, and it's under the nose and under the chin. And these areas sometimes can go missed when you're taking masks off, so it's really important to pay attention to these areas. So what we're going to do is start the machine up. I think Lauren's all set ready. The head that we're using, if you could just show us that, Lauren, is the head for facials. You also get a head for body, and you also get a head for nose and the mouth area. Now on the machine itself, I'm just going to go behind Lauren, is a little intensity button or dial, and what we need to do is turn that up and down depending on how strong we want the suction of the facial to be. Now the stronger the suction, obviously the more intensive the facial for our client. So we're going to keep it quite low today because this is Kerry's first time with the machine, so we don't want to overstimulate her skin unnecessarily. So can you just tell us how much you turned that up by then, Lauren?
Like tiny.
Yeah, so basically she's gone from there to there. Okay, so that's going to create the suction onto Kerry's skin. So we're going to ask Kerry to turn her head to one side, and then if you'd like to start from the forehead and work your way down. So how does that feel for you, Kerry?
It's fun.
Yeah, does it feel like...
I actually feel it vibrating.
What's that, the handheld part of the machine?
Yeah.
And can you feel the suction, Kerry? Fab. So we're going to go in a little bit closer. So you can see we're getting what's called erythema on Kerry's forehead, which is just natural redness, which is kind of the blood and nutrients being stimulated and coming closer to the surface. It's really common in any facial, especially with something as strong as microdermabrasion. So the difference between the diamond and the crystal clear machine that you may commonly know is that the diamond, if you can just show us the head on that please, Lauren, is as such, whereas obviously the crystal clear dispenses crystals out onto the skin. So we need to make sure that we're pulling that skin really tight, because otherwise what can happen is the vacuum that machine is creating can actually suck up the skin and cause bruising, which obviously we don't want for our clients. With this particular type of machine we need to be really careful with broken capillaries, we need to be really careful with hypersensitive skin or sensitised skin, and with kind of mature or crepey skins we need to make sure that we're pulling as tight as possible so that no bruising takes place. So you can see that Lauren's not going too close to the mouth or to the lips, because there is a separate head that we can use for those areas as well as the nose. How does that suction feel for you, Kerry? Do you want that to be a little bit higher, or does that feel okay? Yeah? So we're going to try that a little bit higher. So if you want to try that on your hand first, Lauren, just to show people the difference in suction. Don't know if you can see that's just a little bit more intense. So now we're going to apply that onto Kerry's skin. How does that feel in comparison, Kerry?
A lot more intense.
Does it feel too much, or does it feel okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
So you can see that Lauren's now working over congested areas. So obviously the microdermabrasion is great for skin renewal and cell renewal. So we are kind of sloughing away the dead skin cells through abrasion, and there's a separate head that we can use afterwards which sucks up the dead skin cells, which if you've finished Kerry's that side of the face, if you want to use that one now. So I'm going to show you how Lauren swaps these over. So we turn the machine off first, then she's going to unscrew the facial head. She's going to attach, that's the nose head. So you're going to go over the nose area first. Fab. So have you got any questions about the machine itself, Lauren? Is there anything that you can feel or you can sense that's different between this and the crystal clear?
I know the vibration that you can actually feel.
Yeah? Is the machine easy to use?
Yeah.
And can you see where you've been working like you can with the crystal clear?
Yeah, you can, because obviously of the redness, but with the crystal clear, because the crystals go onto the skin white, you can see where you've actually been. But no, yeah, it seems alright.
So would you say you've just got to be more aware of where you're applying the machine?
Yeah.
Okay. Fab. So if you want to do around the lip area with that head as well, and then we'll show our clients how to remove the dead skin cells that we've created. So this is really good for fine lines and wrinkles as well because of the vacuum suction. So we're boosting collagen and elastin too. And we're bringing up all the blood and nutrients to the surface, so it's feeding the skin of what it needs. We personally use the Dermalogica products with this facial, but there are a few ranges that are available. So again, I'm just going to show you Lauren swapping the heads over.
Go for this one.
Yeah. So you can see this head's a lot smoother to the touch. If you can show us that, please, Lauren. Fab. So this is kind of more massagey for your client as opposed to abrasive. And this is just going to suck up all the dead skin cells that the diamond microdermabrasion has left on the skin. So it's really soothing for the client. And it's actually, because of the metal, it's actually quite cooling for the client as well, which feels nice after the abrasion. Does that feel nice, Kerry? Good. Now there are, like we were saying, various heads on this machine, so we'll be doing videos in the future of how to use it on the body. You can use it on the back, you can use it on cellulite, on the thighs, you can use it on what's called keratosis pilaris, which is the small little chicken spots that you tend to get on the back of your arms, little red spots, really good to be used on there. You can use it on the back of your hands, you can use it on the bust, the chest, literally anywhere throughout the body. So like I say, we'll be doing a few demonstrations on those in due course too. So we hope that you've enjoyed seeing how the machine works and learnt a little bit about microdermabrasion, and we thank you for watching.